Hi and welcome to this week's video. Fair bit carried out despite having the surprise package turn up, and you'll see stills from that. I'm not doing an unboxing, and managed to get some flying done, a test flight carried out on the Sherwood Cub after its service, quite chunky service I carried out. And again, there won't be any real videoing on that either, but you'll see what I got up to finishing off the stringers. So catch you in the video, come on then. More progress on the rear stringer front. So there's these rear upright sections put in, bonded to the rear spar cross through to give just a nice clearance across the top there for the control horn and bits and pieces there on the walking lever. So a bit of access around that for the space. Then I've got this standoff which isn't on the plans at all. I've cut it around my my little trim ply plate and put in that that small square section there just to give it a bit of support because of the cutout. You can sort of see on that side, and cut out a good chunk. You can sort of see a sort of bow in the top there, going down to a scallop in the top to give clearance for the covering and to again reduce weight. And that's repeated down here, same sort of effect. And a little block has been put in here just to increase the glue area, and you'll note that the string is just 1/16 of an inch above the top of that. The stringers will be sanded down here 1/16 of an inch, and there'll be a ply plate going across to the other side to make this all a bit stronger and beefier. You know, it's going to be near to the ground where the grass and things rub. Also gives a good contact area for the covering to go on. Just pairs in that that tail wheel that little bit more. So I'm going to let this little lot cure off, and you can then work on that plate back there and start working out the plates to go over here. So we've got access to the bottom of the control column for doing service work, and also to the screws and things for the nylon insert for the stop, which has got to be remade. On the back end here I've cut down into the stringer to make it level with the back plate here, and I've cut down into the corner here so that the ply can sit at the right level. And the ply itself, I cut a groove in the width of a hacksaw blade down the lines just on the outer edge of the stringer bit, and then just sort of cracked it around that so that it will sit down into there. The excess then will be cut off once the glue is cured. So I'm now going to just bond that a lot together, and then I can scallop in between here very slightly and square up the back and get everything to fit nicely once that's all bonded. And that should make this back end a lot stronger. I'll put a little piece of quarter wood in here just to help support the stringers at this point here, because I haven't put anything in. I didn't want to go too complex at this point, but all the ones there and the two at the front section there are all bonded in. So these are all in as they will be. There will be some plates going on in various areas, ply plates probably about here somewhere for transponder antenna. There's a little cross piece going in here. That's to allow me to drill a hole for the breather. Main tank breather will come from the top of the fuel tank down behind the firewall down to here, and we'll poke out the bottom so we can vent. I'll make a little head so that positive pressure is being blown into it, and then down here this plate here that's being bonded on is for the transponder antenna to go through. So the transponder will stick out, well, I suppose about that far. There's got to be a ground plane put in, so there'll be a light aluminium ground plane that will end up being held in by the aerial itself. I'll fabricate that while I've got access and things, just to go into there. If it was the same size as this piece of ply, then it would just about be the minimum size for the ground plane, but I'm going to take it out either side, extend it a little bit. It's out of the way of all the controls, even the trim controls. It's going to be out of the way of that a lot. So that's there, and the cover for going over this section here is, well, starting to come together, just getting bonded at the moment. I'll show you more detail on that in the next video. But really, that's it for this week. Well, this is the unexpected surprise, the engine, albeit in little pieces packed away in a big box. Something for me to put together at some point in the near future. Well, that's it for this week. We've got the lower stringers attached at the back end, a little bit of fairing stuff carried out, transponder antenna mounting bracket set up. Part way through the lower axis, got held up a little bit by the engine arriving. Yay, that was good. So that's a bit of excitement for me, and it will allow me now to crack on a little bit more with firewall stuff. So once we've finished underneath on the stringers, we'll start getting some of the firewall bits and pieces prepped up, and we can start making a bit more progress there. So hopefully you'll join me in the next video. So bye now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.